This is not a prank. It is possible that your Shiba Inu has been stolen. Shiba Inu numbers in the billions vanished in a matter of seconds. Panic is prevalent among individuals. Nevertheless, there is a matter that you may wish to be aware of. Additionally, it will cause the popularity of Shiba Inu to soar. What is transpiring? Furthermore, what is the subject of my discourse? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Recently, a significant event occurred. A startling development has recently affected the whole Shiba Inu community. The theft of billions of Shiba Inu was the result of a significant security lapse that affected a cryptocurrency exchange. Yes, billions. This was not anticipated by anyone, and it is currently disrupting the entire ecosystem. This is not merely another headline. This could have a long-term impact on the complete Shiba Inu landscape. However, this is where the situation becomes absurd. Amidst the tumult, a remarkable event is transpiring on the rankings. One analyst observed that this could potentially be the time Shiba Inu awakens once more. He stated, and I quote, that the Shiba Inu is exhibiting symptoms of vitality once more. This could be the initial indication of a significant event. And who knows, perhaps that long-awaited goal of reaching 1 cent is no longer so far-fetched. You are likely now pondering, does the graph already reflect this drama? Yes, it is startling, but not in the manner you would anticipate. Shiba Inu are genuinely increasing in popularity, despite the news. It has been gradually but constantly ascending. That is the concept of momentum. Strength is embodied in that. Despite the fact that the number of Shiba Inu is still lower than it was earlier this year, the current trajectory is distinct. This is the type of movement that captures the attention of speculators. The type of movement that suggests a reversal may be present, and the issue is not solely technical. The energy, the enthusiasm, and the mood are gradually regaining their presence. It is palpable within the community. The declined purchasers are stocking up. The whales are carefully monitoring the situation. There is undoubtedly a development in the works. Yes, today we witnessed the loss of billions, but we also witnessed the resilience of the Shiba Inu, perhaps even more so than before. And that is precisely what renders this moment so captivating. Consequently, what transpired? A significant assault has recently been perpetrated against Big One, a crypto exchange that is relatively unknown despite its size. We are discussing a coordinated supply chain compromise that managed to circumvent internal controls without the necessity of private keys. The perpetrator fled with assets totaling more than $27 million, and indeed, that encompassed a substantial amount of Shiba Inu tokens, which was nearly 10 billion. We are discussing prominent figures in this context. There are over 100 Bitcoin, hundreds of Ethereum, millions in USDT, Solana, and of course, a plethora of Shiba Inu. This was not a trivial issue. This was an outright larceny. The Shiba Inu community was immediately on high alert following the news release. Individuals anticipated a complete collapse, frenzied selling, substantial losses, and charts plummeting. I am referring to the fact that the abrupt departure of a significant number of tokens from an exchange and their subsequent arrival in unknown wallets typically results in a state of pandemonium. The impact was anticipated by all. However, wonder what, that did not transpire. Yes, there was a brief decline in the Shiba Inu 1-minute graph immediately following the announcement of the breach. Prices briefly declined below the 12.5 level. Subsequently, what? The market rebounded. Rapidly, it resumed its ascent toward its initial position as if nothing had transpired. No alarm wave, no collapse, and no massive sell-off. One brief misstep, followed by an immediate return to one's feet. That is truly absurd. Additionally, it conveys a significant amount of information. Initially, it could indicate one of 3 possibilities. It is possible that the community was simply in a state of disbelief. It is possible that Big One's influence was insufficient to significantly impact the market. Perhaps, and this is the significant point, the Shiba Inu is becoming too robust to be readily swayed. Consider the matter. Nearly 10 billion coins were removed from a significant platform. That is a substantial amount. However, what is the cost? He barely winced. This is a testament to significant resilience. It implies that the ecosystem of the Shiba Inu is maturing. It is widely available. Additionally, the market is no longer responding with alarm. At least not in the manner in which it was previously. Additionally, this is exceedingly optimistic. In the realm of cryptocurrency, dominance is not solely determined by the price's upward trajectory. It pertains to the market's capacity to manage duress. Additionally, Shiba Inu sustained an injury today, and it did not shatter. That is a clear and unambiguous message. Shiba Inu is no longer considered a marketing token. It is beginning to behave as a genuine participant, and if it can endure this level of turmoil, consider the potential of its performance when the market resumes its favorable trend. This may have originated with a robbery. However, the incident that transpired is what we have observed. That was a flex. Shiba Inu has returned. Additionally, it is not retreating. However, the following is particularly intriguing. The Ethereum blockchain was recently the site of a substantial Shiba Inu transfer. An enigmatic new address was the destination of over 250 billion Shiba Inu, which is worth over $3.5 million. This transfer occurred from CoinHaco's hot wallet. Additionally, it is worth noting that the address currently houses over $4 million in Shiba Inu alone. For those who are unaware, CoinHaco is a licensed cryptocurrency exchange that is headquartered in Singapore and is a significant participant in Southeast Asia. So this is not a casual pocketbook action, it is a serious move that is causing some serious eyebrows to raise. The wallet is not labeled, however. It has been associated with previous deals with Binance and contains a variety of altcoins. Therefore, who is responsible for it? It is either a high-net-worth colossus discreetly accumulating Shiba Inu, or CoinHaco itself transferring funds for operational reasons as indicated by on-chain data. However, it is evident that this address is not in a state of inactivity. It has been in operation, has experienced numerous deposits and withdrawals in recent times, and has even transferred lesser amounts of Shiba Inu to Binance. However, this most recent transfer, it is the largest yet. This wallet is now one of the greatest Shiba Inu proprietors in the region. That is a significant event. This is not a frivolous activity, regardless of the individual responsible. This is an action taken by a significant player. Additionally, the reorganization of funds by whales or exchanges, particularly in the millions, is typically not a random occurrence. It is either accumulation or preparation. Interest is conveyed in either scenario. This is not merely a minor fad, long-term significant positioning. Now integrate this with the recent chart data. Shiba Inu maintaining its equilibrium. Climbing is also possible, right after a billion-dollar breach. And now, whales in Asia are facilitating the migration of millions more into Shiba Inu. It is not an accident. That is the accumulation of momentum beneath the surface. Individuals are observing. Smart money is monitoring the situation. Furthermore, it is evident that a portion of them have already set up residence. This is no longer solely about price, it is also about confidence. Regarding fortitude, at present, Shiba Inu is exhibiting both. Additionally, this substantial transfer serves to enhance the narrative. Therefore, some individuals are still inquiring about the moon's appearance. It is possible that intelligent investors are already making preparations for this. Keep a watch on the market, as the Shiba Inu is not merely surviving. It may be preparing to dominate it. Presently, the most eccentric aspect unfolds. Despite the pandemonium, the intrusion, the whale movements, and the billion coin headlines, there is a phenomenon that is causing analysts to be abuzz. Shiba Inu's sell pressure has virtually vanished, according to Cantonese Cat, a renowned crypto analyst with a substantial online following. Please allow that to settle in. He observed that the Shiba Inu has been experiencing the typical downward pressure for months. It is diminishing rapidly. Additionally, the adverse hold may be disrupted if even a minor surge in purchasing momentum occurs. Exactly that. The message conveyed by Cantonese Cat was unambiguous, despite the absence of an exact target. The sellers are withdrawing, which provides purchasers with a wide open door. However, this is not the entirety of the matter. The links are already being connected by other analysts. A chart was shared by Shiba Inu Spain, one of the most closely followed voices in the community, indicating that Shiba Inu is currently within striking distance of a significant outbreak level. He is of the opinion that we will shortly surpass the 18 mark. And if momentum persists, we may be on the brink of a significant advance toward one of the most ambitious aspirations in the community. A tenth of a cent, that is a significant amount. And imagine what, he is not the sole individual who observes it. The chart was examined in greater detail by technical analyst CryptoCandy, who did not hesitate to express his opinion. The entire short-term objective, according to him, is situated just below the 17-point line. However, what is his mid-range? He is advocating for a run aimed at the 25-yard mark. Our sell pressure is decreasing. Whales execute subtle yet potent maneuvers. Calls for an escape are being made by analysts. Shiba Inu is silently ascending, demonstrating resilience and refusing to yield, even in the face of unfavorable tidings. That is the reason why this moment is so thrilling. Shiba Inu is not simply experiencing good fortune, it is undergoing a transformation. The community is maintaining its resilience. Analysts are monitoring the situation. Additionally, what about the chart? It is manifesting all the indicators of a significant event on the horizon. If this momentum persists, investors continue to enter the market, and the sell-side pressure remains low, a significant breakout may be imminent. The configuration is present. The signals are intermittently illuminated. Shiba Inu may be preparing for its next significant transition. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.